Yet earlier this month, Republicans in Congress rubber-stamped more than $150 billion to fund this administration's disastrous enforcement agenda. $150 billion, not to help hire additional asylum officers that we so desperately need to process the cases and meet the demand on our system, not $150 billion to ensure that unaccompanied children, for example, some as young as 2 or 3 years old, have legal counsel as they face a judge on their own, with their own future on the line, and not $150 billion to hire additional immigration judges, even as more and more people are detained and the administration is firing immigration judges at alarming rates. Instead, this is additional taxpayer dollars to ramp up the mass deportation raids that have been so poorly executed. They are sweeping up United States citizens, including veterans. And so I do ask, why are we here? What more do you want? It's clear why we're here today. We're here because Donald Trump is scapegoating immigrants. It's always been his outlet. It's long been his way to distract from a massively unpopular agenda, like making the largest cuts to Medicaid in history in order to pay for tax cuts for the rich, and to make ICE's budget larger than the budget of the FBI, the ATF, the DEA, the U.S. Marshal Service, and the Bureau of Prisons combined. This is their break glass in case of emergency option when public sentiment turns against them and their agenda. Hasn't been only about targeting violent criminals, and it's certainly not about fixing or modernizing our immigration system. So Democrats are glad to be here today to help set the record straight. My message to the Trump administration is this: the numbers don't back you up. The heartbreaking stories we hear on a daily basis do not back you up. And the American public doesn't back you up. So I urge this subcommittee and the committee as a whole to please, let's get back to the real work of reforming our immigration system. And with that, Mr. Chair, if I can introduce the minority witnesses.
Let me please ask all of the witnesses to stand, and I'll administer the oath. We'll do the introductions. If you raise your right hand or repeat after me, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Let the record reflect the witnesses have all answered in the affirmative. Please be seated.